welcome back to Robin Bits and Pieces. I've been missing in action and I do apologize. I started making videos when my son went over to Germany and I wanted him to be able to stay in touch with what we were doing here at home, and he's been back. And I did promise I was going to make some videos, but they were going to be fewer and far apart, not completely gone. But the real fact is I went back to work full time and I just basically do not have the time to work on projects. And the projects I do work on take a long period of time to be able to create a video to show you. But in April I went back to work full time. My husband and I both had old cars. I bought a new car just because I had over 200,000 on mine and he had over 300,000 on his, to find out, you know, a couple weeks later I'm going to hit a deer at 70 miles an hour and total my car. That wasn't bad enough, but a few months later my son got pulled over. A policeman was in the median, the same son that came back from Germany, and he pulled him over because he didn't get over. Well, he wasn't even close to where the cop was sitting, but anyhow, he pulled over, and as the cop's giving him heck about not moving over, a woman rear ends the cop car at 70 miles an hour and shoves the cop car into my son's car and totals it. So my husband goes to pick him up, and then that evening my husband hit a deer and totaled his. It's 2020 has been an awful year, I think, for all of us. But the simple fact is we're going to survive this. I'm an essential worker, and I've been working around this for months. We wear a mask, we wear a shield, we wear gloves, we wash our hands. You know, just be vigilant. I don't think our lives should stop. I mean, I had that flash moment of, oh my God, what are we going to do? When I went to town after the first 2 weeks, you know, everybody stay in your house for 2 weeks. And as I was going to town, there was absolutely nobody on the road. It was just, for an instant, I had that awful thought, and I thought, quit it. We are going to get through this. We're definitely going to get through this. And we're learning, we're getting over it. We're finding out it's not as deadly for younger people, that we need to protect the older people. We don't want to be in big crowds. But I'm kind of introvert. We're out here in the country, and that's fine with me. But I still do want to make videos, and I still do want to teach. I will show you a cabinet that I started to try to make a video of. I couldn't get back far enough from it with my camera because I don't have a wide angle lens. I'm going to try to show you this cabinet. It's inside my hallway and there's not much room. I've already taken the doors off of this and the back. I'm going to replace the shelves. It was originally in the garage of my son's house. It was 7'4" and they had it out in the garage. So as you can see, the shelves are pretty dirty. I'm going to replace those with plywood. I'm going to beef up the inside because it needs some more structure to it. I cut off the bottom part of it, as you can see right here. This one board ended right there, so they had it just stubbed together, and I made it look like little feet and cut the bottom part off. It had drawn moisture and the hinges were rusty. This is the door, one of the doors that was on it, been spray painted. This is what the hinge looked like when I took it off. This is what it looked like once I put it in a little crock pot and cooked the paint off of it. And I painted them black after I got them all cleaned off. So I'll show you this after I get this set up and the shelves replaced. I'm not going to be able to record it as I do it. Um, 2021, we're going to have a better year. The funny thing is when I started this hobby farm homesteading adventure was in 2019, and my husband asked, what are you doing? We're getting to the age where we can retire and travel, and you're buying all these animals. And at that time I remember telling him, it's like, you don't see the bigger picture. And the bigger picture was, to me, is to be able to grow or create the things that we needed, because I like to recycle and upcycle and make new again. And even though we haven't milked the goats yet because we haven't bred them, and we're getting lots of chicken eggs. By the way, 3 chickens is enough for 2 people for eggs. then fast forward to 2020, and it's like, yeah, we put in our order for our Cornish cross, we put in our order for our broad-breasted turkeys, and we're going to continue to move forward. And whether you live in the country or in town, there's different things you can do to be prepared. I understand there's a lot of people that are hurting out there that have not been able to work due to maybe they have chronic conditions, or their job has been locked down. We just got to move forward. And I hope everybody has a blessed new year in 2021. We get past all this craziness, and I'll try not to be missing in action so much, but working 40 hours a week, it's been over 20 years since I've worked a 40-hour week, and trying to juggle my animals and my housework and hobbies. Hobbies are kind of few and far between. So again, I apologize, and hopefully we'll get better this next year.